Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of that Magic Arena Run. Today, it's workshop day and we got a very interesting format here. So, it's called Mastermind. So, essentially what happens is we have a pre-built deck, so it's another twist on a Momir-esque style format. Well, unlike Momir where you only get a deck full of lands and everything's randomized, here we get a deck full of no lands and we get this emblem which basically converts a card from our hand. We can discard it. It creates a land token. It can tap for 1 mana of any color. We can only do it once during your turn. Well, basically, as long as 0 lands enter the battlefield under your control. So we'll do a quick inspect on the deck. As you can see, it's really 5 color and it's a mix of everything in the historic pile. Well, not quite everything. It's actually I'm gonna have a hard time judging how powerful this is because we have some of the typical power cards, but we also have a bunch of cards that don't quite make it there. And otherwise, it's a very curious mix. So I'm having a hard time analyzing what I actually want to be looking for. So we're gonna have to judge this on a hand by hand basis. And yeah, we'll go there, and we'll go see how this turns out. So if you remember, once in a while we would get these strange formats like if it's not workshop, it's festival. Like the last festival event, it was omniscient. No, there was a workshop that's omniscience. I think there was a festival that was there's a festival that was sort of like brawl. So let's see. This is very keepable because turn 1 Knight, turn 2 Curious Obsession. So what would we discard here? We kind of want to start drawing cards, so I want to keep the Audacious Thief. I'm probably going to discard the Blade Juggler here. Also, you don't get the choice to mulligan, so you have... which probably makes sense. So now we're knocking on wood. Our opponent does... Okay. We're not knocking on wood. Our opponent does not have a... shock, so... I'm going to ditch the Primal Empathy here. That way, if our opponent does have a shock, we have them Giant Growth Protection. And yeah, I guess just like that, we win the game. I'll take that. I almost said I'll buy that for $1. That kind of this past week, I've been looking over a lot of stuff about RoboCop. Kind of strange for a really old movie, but there you go. Sometimes all it takes is a really busted opening. And it also makes sense in the way that because this is a free event and you're just trying to cash in your one win, many people are just gonna concede, so it might kind of defeat the purpose, but that's few and far between. So now that we got our 1 win, we can quite relax here and just go say la vie, see what happens here. So definitely no turn 1 play. Hidetsugu's second right is okay. We have to figure out what our play is. A turn 2 Soul Diviner is nice. Turn 3 Light Up the Stage. This one's a bit weird because those cards are not in our hand, so we can't actually use the Mastermind emblem here. Oh yeah. So what I probably want to do is some Soul Diviner into Night of Autumn, or Soul Diviner into Leyline Prowler. So probably want to discard the Hidetsugu. Oh, that's a good one. So yeah, let's discard the Hidetsugu second right. So Colossal Majesty is probably up there also. Sure, we got comboed Rekindling Phoenix. No, not quite, because this has an intervening if clause, so if I have to get this one back, no bueno. Opponent discards Meteor Golem. Oh yeah, it's called Abundant Falls, but this is the art for the Cataract, if I'm not mistaken. Opponent, yeah, you should definitely play a 2-drop. I'm definitely gonna do that too. We missed the boat on this one. Still keeping up Fling, just in case. But we're pretty much playing a land and dropping a card every turn, so Leyline Prowler probably fits the bill because it allows us to maybe skip a land drop. Opponent ditches the Law Mage's Binding, which is interesting. Probably has removal. Yeah, Lightning Strike. Okay, so nice combo there. We'll take an early hit, that's fine. So, Angrat, Captain of Chaos. That's a good one also, so... Yeah, I said, yeah, I'll ditch the Colossal Majesty. Leyline Prowler. So this gives us 4 mana. We can play Angrat, play Amass, or we can actually just play the Rekindling Phoenix, which is fine too. Probably want to ditch the light up a stage if I do that. Opponent ditches Brought Back. We might actually lose the Leyline Prowler here. I think our opponent might have kept an instance. Okay, let's see. What's this? +2/+1. I'm okay blocking, actually. Okay, opponent doesn't block. Got our own Kiln Fiend. Interesting. I'm gonna ditch Angrat. Play Rekindling Phoenix. Put some pressure on our opponent's Samut.
You were the best of your crop.
Next turn we can actually just play the regular Kiln Fiend. Swing. Oh, it's a non-bow with Light Up the Stage. Well, not quite. We can fling. Well, we'll play the Kiln Fiend first. We'll see what we draw after this one. Night of Autumn might be playable depending what our opponent drops next. Opponent's cast Sleep. Okay, that's a good one. So opponent wants to start putting pressure on, so we can do that. Also, Kiln Fiend not exactly a combo with Fling either, because but I definitely want to play my own Kiln Fiend. Oh, he discarded the Fling. Okay. I'm close to hitting Rakdos, Showstopper. So let's ditch the Night of Autumn. Let's end the turn here. Because what we can actually do is we can fling something in response, like we can even fling Rekindling Phoenix because we'll get it back. Kinda. So it should give us some options there. Of one mind, draws cards, that's good. Definitely don't want to fling Leyline Prowler here because we do... Okay. Ditches New Horizons, so it probably has a tree drop. We can take advantage of that, I suppose. Oh no, he's kind of going all in on this.
Deceit will never be rewarded.
He could have a pump spell, so I want to do this before declaring blockers. Because the alternate plan is I can actually... Foreboding Fruit. Okay, that's perfect. It's also going to be funny because our opponent discarded the Fling, so he knows it exists. So... Fling. Target the Kiln Fiend. Sacrifice Rekindling Phoenix. Yeah, we kind of waste the +3, but there's no way around it. And guess what? We get it back. Okay, Warcry Phoenix, Flying Haste. Okay, definitely want to play that. So... Okay, this one's a bit risky, but... Okay, we'll leave it at that. So, it's also quite risky in the sense that we're more likely to wipe out our own stuff compared to wiping our opponent's stuff with Rakdos. We could... It's only a 50% chance to hit one of our opponent's stuff, and we could hit a lot of ours. Opponent plays Okay, opponent on the defensive. Takes out the Rekindling Phoenix, so that's fine. Gonna be interesting also. I might actually just bin Rakdos. I might play Light Up the Stage, pump this one, bin Rakdos. Play something that we get from the hand as a result. Opponent still has a land play yet. We actually skipped one, which is fine because we needed to know what our options are. Sometimes you just need a 6/6. And attack with 3 or more creatures. Yeah, we don't have that quite yet. Opponent discards Galta, so yeah, we dodged that bullet. Probably plays a big 4-drop. Conclave. Oh no! Just goes on the defensive. Nukes the Kiln Fiend because that's the most busted one. I'd say that makes sense. Also means that we can take our time with the Light of the Stage and actually just cast it now like this. So we hit the Gilded Goose. And our opponent knows we're going to cast Overcome next turn, so actually I do want to bin the Rakdos Showstopper now. I need to assume I have to cast both Domri's Ambush and Overcome. I didn't see much in the way of Wrath effects from the cursory glance I took a look. I probably should take a look again. Opponent discard Sprouting Renewal. Could have wrecked the Corpse Knight. Okay. And does our opponent have a last ditch plan? Could have removal. Okay, so we need 7 mana, so we're discarding Mesa the Valiant. This is a very greedy opponent. Technically, he's at 9 life. Obvious, cast is obvious. Opponent might still have a removal spell. Nope, he's just sat. Could still have a removal spell. Could have a fog actually. Nope, that did. So we made it there. That's very close. Yes, seems like the removal is very important, but board presence is even more important. Yeah, our opponent really went all in on that Kiln Fiend. He did not expect the removal spell, so we probably should always expect that. So let's just one more check. Let's check board wipes. And from the looks of it, Sleep is the big board wipe I can see. Okay, there's Skewer, there's a Light Up, those are good. There's a Pause for Reflection, so there's a fog effect. Mirror Image is actually quite interesting. So yeah, we have one board wipe. Cleansing Nova. Open the Grave, situationally good. Molder Vine Reclamation. Overcome is good. Shark Typhoon's gonna be annoying. We have a Sea God Scorn that's kind of like a board wipe. So what's this? Mortal Phoenix dice return to its hand. Maybe. But yeah, otherwise everything's gonna be banking on those early drops. So let's give this another run or two. We've only had one real game. The other game was like what? We just hit a very good 1-2 combo. Our opponent could have probably kept a hand with no removal, so that would have been annoying. So what do we have here? Assure Assemble is super late game. We're probably gonna bin that first. We don't have any flyers, so Gust of... It's either Gust of Wind or Angelic Exaltation, or probably even the Primal. But otherwise, this is a... This is a... Opponent must have an interesting setup if he's not discarding that. So... We do have a Diregraph Ghoul, so we might be more inclined to keep the... We might be more inclined to keep the Assure Assemble here, so... Let's bin the Masterminds. Let's bin the Angelic Exaltation. And watch our opponent have a shock. That's our opponent has shock. Okay, fine. So, plan B, we... Probably want to keep Assure Assemble. I want to bin the Primal Empathy. Opponent bins Beast Whisper into a Dread Horde Invasion. Oh dear. Angel of Grace is good too. We do have something interesting with this one. We can wait for our opponent's creature to grow reasonably big. Act of Treason, then Gust of Wind. Opponent taking some hits. We probably will end up doing the same thing. I could also just play the Gutter Snipe. Oh. Wait, otherwise put the +1/+1. Okay, so... Okay, got the Meteor Golem, but this is super late game. So definitely playing the Gutter Snipe first. We'll probably lose it. So it's not we'll take 3 damage. Opponent's probably gonna just snipe the thing. Oh man. Yeah, so I need to consider whether it's still worth. Okay, Bin's Cleansing Nova, because he has the better creatures. Benelish Marshall. Oh, it's just getting worse. So we will take that hit. So this is what? +1/+1, indestructible until end of turn. But we do have a plan here, actually. So we'll bin the Foreboding Fruit. Act of Treason is unfortunately a 2-turn clock, but I can use Assure Assemble as a combo piece if I have to. So draws another card. He's gonna fill... Yeah, this engine's gonna get really big. Definitely want to keep these 2 cards if possible. I'm willing to take damage just to snipe the Benelish Marshall. Place Merfolk's Skydiver. Opponents... This now has lifelink, so that's a big deal. Okay, gains lifelink. So... I should have blocked first. Yeah, opponent probably has removal. Yeah, it has a lightning strike, so... Yep. Probably yeah, I should have blocked first. Okay, down to 10. We're gonna take a bit of a hit here, but we do have a 1-2 combo. Yeah, I kinda wanna bin the Gust of Wind. Opponent probably just takes it. So let's target the Benelish Marshall. Sack. He will still keep drawing cards, so we're not out of the woods yet. And I still need to snipe the Dread Horde Invasion, so that's a problem. But that was a good combo with the Merfolk. Well, he's still drawing cards at least, so not that high in damage. Problem is, I'm way behind. Double cast. What's manner spelled? Ooh, that's a lot of cards. So opponent draws 4 cards. Yuck. Okay, so now I need to decide what do I want to do. Because I can cast this, flash this, gains hexproof, gets +1/+1. So first, Knight of Autumn. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. He's gonna keep drawing cards off this one, but it's either draw cards or grow a creature. This is actually my one way of winning, so I might have to just take out the Primal Empathy, keep him from drawing cards. So it's hexproof until end of turn, but still not enough to snipe. Actually, this might have been better because we would have had the bigger creature. Aspect of Lamprey. Oh no. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Oh, so we lose the Angel of Grace. It's not in our graveyard, so if ever we need to reset our life total, we have that as an option. But we're seriously not getting back with this one. So, as usual, card draw is always king. Like, yeah, double chart, of course. We need to hit our own Cleansing Nova. Opponent discards Divine Visit. It actually, well, it wouldn't have worked with this one here. So I got. Yeah, we're literally just buying a turn. Like I get one shot, but I seriously doubt it. Opponent just drew. It's only like a 6-card difference, but it really mattered. Yeah, Dreadhorde Invasion's really good here. Done, guys. Well, let that resolve. Yeah, we're literally. It's literally a hit. Yeah, now that I think of it, okay, opponent this. I should have I took out the wrong card because it's one thing if he's like, let's say I do reset this board. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3, 7, 8. Okay, pass. I want him to commit the mana. So that's 8. I have no intervening time, so I'm actually gonna go down to 2. Not great. And yeah, fight this one. So yeah, we can't win them all, but that's sometimes how the cookie crumbles. And just one. Yeah. He had his own fling. Okay. So yeah, so it's really about card management. Wait, I want to. Oh sure, I wanted to view the battlefield, see what were the cards that we discarded to make this work. Oh yeah, it's discard, right? Yes, it's discard. So those cards would actually be relevant in the graveyard. So there might be some synergies we need to be on the lookout for. So we'll probably do one more game. Yeah, let's keep this one very fast. Okay, so turn 1 Shock's always good. Turn 2 Pride Mate's good. Turn 3 Rune Raiders, good. We have the Dire Tactics, so what do we bin? Sarah's Wings is nice, but it's super late. I would rather have Angrat over that. Ruin Raider is interesting also because... Actually, this one feels like a trap. Every card will deal damage to us. We don't... Yeah, I feel like this is a trap. Sure, we get to draw more cards, but... I don't want to be the guy that flips up Galta. Like, what's that? 12 damage? Yeah, we're all starting at 20 as well, so let's hold up the shock. We might hit something. Next turn, we definitely go Johnny's Pride Mate. Dire Tactics is removal, so I probably want to bin Stormwind Caprador. Yeah, because we have a bit of a synergy going on here. Okay, so we saved the shock. We draw Keldon Overseer. 3-1 hasten. I would rather have the Caprador over that, so let's make an emblem. Let's drop a Pride Mate. Now, we don't have any way of gaining life, so we really need the On Sarah's Wings to be on point, so let's see where opponent drops. Probably opponent has removal as well. Like, all the decks have some sort of removal. Also into the opponent did just open the graves. Drops a Knight of Autumn. Does he pump it? 4-3. Okay. So Pyroceratops looks like my discard of choice. I can just Dire Tactics that, but let's put some more pressure. I'm willing to take the hit for 4 for now. Also, we need to be careful where we put the On Sarah's Wings. I kind of want Caprador, but... Like, okay, if I put it here... Yeah, Caprador will survive more removal, so... I could just bin Angrat. Opponent's binning all their expensive stuff, which makes sense. So, the Fling Nuts... Okay, draws a card. Is he willing to swing? Because I am actually willing to trade the Pride Mate for this. Sure, it's a bit of a waste. Okay, I want to keep Beast Whisper. So, actually, Angrat's the one that's gonna go waste. Just cast a creature spell? I forgot. Cast a creature spell, so... Kinda want to bin Angrat here. So I actually want to play Stormwell Caprador. Also want to shock this one. Giving our opponent an opportunity of sorts. I actually feel like, well, actually this is not so bad. Like if you run out of cards, this is a good thing to. This one will help you in a pinch. It's only like what, 2 mana, 2 life per card. It's a reasonable rate. The last ability, and there are big enough creatures to make it worthwhile. Sorrowform Hybrid, so that's when. Opponent is gonna draw. Yeah, you might as well just make a land at this point. So we're gonna punish our opponent for this sort of. Bins the Divine Visitation. Murmuring Mystic kind of does 2 different things. Let's set up our internal combo first. Does this have first strike? No, it doesn't have first strike, so it won't gain counters until later. The only benefit here is that it's gonna take a while. Our opponent has to be creative on how to remove this. Opponent's about to make this a 6/6 though, so yeah, Dire Tactics is gonna be painful. This is an elf. This is a human. Opponent plays Sarah Angel. Okay, so ironically, the plan is to play Murmuring Mystic into Dire Tactics. And we got an overcome also, so... Okay, we'll ditch this plan. Oh, we actually need to do it next turn. So, no attacks. Also have overcome as an option too, so that would put these guys out of reach. Give us a token, unblock. We'll take 4. Opponent ditches Angrat. My concern is what could their 6-drop possibly be? Does he have removal for... He needs to decide which one's worse. Goes for Galta. Okay. I guess we're glad we played the human because I am not taking 12 damage. That said, we need to consider what are our options here. Okay, I can play Benelish Marshal into Dire Tactics. Yeah, because we're not in a real rush. So I can actually swing with these two now. Yeah, opponent probably blocks that one. Gains me some life, so I have a bigger life cushion. Also grows the area list. And next turn, yeah, this was a very timely overcome. I think I also noticed that there was barely any discard. Make your opponent discard stuff. Opponent's now hitting 7 mana. Yeah, Cleansing Nova will be annoying, but I don't have... Okay. No blocks. I'll just take it. Because there's no reason to compromise any of my cards here. Okay, we got an option for Tribunal as well. Actually, in fact, cast Overcome. Make a token. Cast Conclave Tribunal. Tap, 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 tap. It's a bit wasteful, but it forces our opponent to have an answer for the area list. And otherwise it means we don't... Okay, opponent's now getting desperate here. He's looking for an answer for this guy. If he pays once more, he needs to have an answer for both. Now there is... Nope, there was a spell that would buy him some time, that it will whiff the combat damage, but... Yeah, that would have been really tough. So I guess this is not easy. You really have to... Yes, sure, you could still get... You could still get problems with the cards that you have, but that's sometimes how it... But you don't have any real control over that. So there we go. That's a mastermind format. It's... Yeah, very interesting. It's a very good way to exercise tactics. Like, it's one thing to know what you could possibly have in the next hand, but it's also another thing to... Okay, so with the situation I have right now, what am I going to play with? What do I need? What do I not need? What fits my game plan strategy? So, and you have to make some quick decisions. Like, if I had gone for Beast Whisperer, I might have drawn one card or two, but that Galta would have been really painful. And yeah, we held on to the Dire Tactics for as long as possible. So, yeah, good job us. Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. And as always, we try to get as much new content as possible. So wherever you are, please stay safe, stay calm, and well, and we wish everyone the best. So wherever you are, always remember that you are not alone. So thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care and God bless. Have a great day, everyone.